Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do a detailed camera review of the new Xiaomi Mi 11x. So Xiaomi Mi 11x is the latest smartphone announced by Xiaomi under the Mi 11x series, and this device comes with a 48 megapixel triple camera setup along with a 20 megapixel selfie camera. So let's find out how the camera performs in this price segment. So Xiaomi Mi 11x is priced starting at 29,999, and now let's go directly into the camera setup and also have a look at the camera samples. So before going into the camera review, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's first have a look at the camera hardware. In terms of camera hardware, the Xiaomi Mi 11x comes with a 48 megapixel primary camera with Sony IMX582 sensor, f1.79 aperture and a 6p lens. There is a secondary 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera with 119-degree field of view and a third 5 megapixel super macro camera with 2x telephoto lens. The front camera is a 20 megapixel in-display shooter with f2.45 aperture. So now let's have a look at the daylight captures. In terms of daylight captures, the 48 megapixel sensor does a good job in bringing details and sharpness levels. The Sony IMX582 is a tried and tested sensor, and it is also one of the reliable ones. The colors are impressive and the images are bright and comes with good amount of details as well. Even when you zoom into the pictures, you can see good amount of details and noise levels are kept to minimal. The colors are mostly accurate and even the sky colors tend to be natural. The sharpness levels are pretty good, and this is evident when you pixel peep. The dynamic range is once again good and it resolves shadows very well. In terms of daylight conditions, there is hardly anything to complain and the images have come really good. The 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera does a decent job in maintaining the colors, and it is quite similar to the primary camera and it succeeds in that aspect. The colors are pretty much natural and the sharpness levels are acceptable. Although not as good as the primary sensor, it does have a slight issue with exposure, and as a result the photos looks a bit too dark. The dynamic range also seems to be decent on the ultra wide angle lens. Now moving on to the close-up shots, the phone comes with pretty good imaging capabilities and the colors are natural here too. Previously Xiaomi has had a tendency to saturate few colors, but that's not the case here. The sharpness levels are impressive and once again does a good job. The phone has a 5 megapixel macro sensor which has 2x telephoto lens, and this is one of the highlighting aspect of the phone. And here the Mi 11x does an excellent job with macros. This is probably one of the best macro cameras in the premium segment. The colors are once again good and sharpness levels are great. Now moving on to the portraits, the Mi 11x gets you good portrait shots, and one of the good things about Xiaomi devices is that they don't add unnecessary beauty mode, and hence the skin tones are natural and brings in good details. The edge detection is also very good and overall portraits have come good. Next up, the low light captures. In indoor lights with adequate artificial lights, the phone does a good job and you can see it has good sharpness levels and details are also quite okay. When light drops further, you can see noise kicking in and the noise is visible as well. But at the same time, you can see that the details are quite decent. This is where the night mode helps in bringing down the noise levels. The night mode does a good job with sharpness levels and also details. Again, the performance is quite okay, but considering that the phone retails for 30k, we expect a slightly better low light performance from the Mi 11x. Finally, the selfie camera. The 20 megapixel shooter does a good job with selfies. The skin tones are natural and you can also turn off the beauty mode. The sharpness levels and dynamic range is also good. Since selfies are more of a personal choice, you can judge based on the images shown. The phone also has a portrait mode for selfies, and here it does a decent job with edge detection, if not the best. Moving on to the video recording, the phone can record 4K at 30 fps and the quality is good. The sharpness levels are impressive and details are also quite good. The video is bright and has good colors as well. It also comes with electronic image stabilization and does a good job in terms of stabilized footage. The phone also supports 1080p at 60 fps. While the video quality looks quite okay, there is no stabilization offered and hence it is not recommended for moving shots. The 1080p at 30 fps supports stabilization and offers good clarity as well. The stabilization is good and so is the colors. The sharpness levels are quite acceptable and overall video quality is smooth with good colors too. The phone also comes with 1080p video for ultra wide angle lens, and once again it has stabilization. While the quality is not as good as a primary sensor, for obvious reasons it does a decent job overall. One of the good features of the phone is a macro video, which does amazingly well in terms of quality, but it does have an issue with focus ending, especially with moving subjects. The phone also supports slow motion at 120, 240 and 960 fps, and the quality is quite decent for the pricing it offers. So this is the dual video mode on the Xiaomi Mi 11x. So you can actually change the layout. So this is another layout, and you can have half layout as well. So this is the dual video option on the Xiaomi Mi 11x. So this is the front facing camera sample taken with the Mi 11x, which can record videos in 1080p resolution. So this is the 1080p sample, so you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output from the front camera on the Mi 11x. Additionally, the phone also supports modes like cloud mode, vlog, long exposure and pro color modes, which can be toggled from the settings. So summing up, how good is the camera on the Xiaomi Mi 11x? Priced at 29,999, the Mi 11x offers good quality in terms of camera. With good daylight shots, decent ultra-wide, excellent macros, good portraits and good selfies, the Mi 11x won't disappoint camera enthusiasts in this price segment. But yes, there is room for improvement, and this is where Xiaomi can make the low light performance a tad better. So that is a detailed camera review of the Mi 11x. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.